What's up, America? Tony from the Real American Outdoors here, and today we're going to be smoking some chicken leg quarters. Alright guys, as you can see, we have our leg quarters here on the cutting board. So all the leg quarter is just the dark meat. So we have the leg and then we have the thigh. For prepping these, the first thing we're going to do is trim off some of this, excess skin that we don't need. You can trim up as much as you want. Alright, next thing we're going to do is season these guys up. You can inject them. I'm not for this cook, but that is an option. So all we're going to do to start off with, I'm just going to spray them with, I just got some olive oil cooking spray. You can use whatever you want for a binder, if you want to use a binder at all. This will also help us get some golden brown texture with the cooking spray as well. First thing I'm going to do is then hit it with my homemade custom chicken rub. A little salt, a little pepper, a little lemon, some other savory flavors in there and spices as well. Just going to give it a little coating of the homemade chicken rub. And next thing we're going to hit it with is some Elegant Farmer. This is some Carolina style barbecue seasoning. Obviously this is more meant for pork, but I like putting it on everything. I like this seasoning, it tastes pretty good. You can put as much on as you like. We don't need to douse them in seasonings, but you can really do whatever you like on these. Alright, now we're going to flip it over and do the same thing. Skin side you might want to go a little more, so let those flavors penetrate that skin side. Next, hit it again. Carolina barbecue rub. Alright, that's a simple prep for this cook. Now we're just going to sit these here, let these sweat, and now we're going to go fire up the smoker. Alright, so the fuel we're going to be using to cook with today, we have our Royal Oak lump charcoal. And for our wood, we're going to be using a combination of hickory and apple. So the apple for the flavor, hickory will give us that nice smoky flavor as well. Alright, as you can see, we have our chicken on the smoker, and you can see we're rocking about 225 degrees currently. Notice how I put the thigh meat closer to the firebox because I'll probably heat up first. Also put the smallest one furthest away from the firebox. See, we got a nice fire going on there. So we're going to rock this fire at about 275 to 300 degrees. We're cooking the temps, so right now we're looking at, we want a temp, because we're cooking with dark meat, about 175-ish, somewhere in there. Once we hit that temp, we're going to take them off. This will be a simple cook. We're just going to let it go until we hit our internal temps, and then we'll see what it looks like when we're done. Alright guys, we are getting close to the end. You can see pit temps creeping back up. I just put some wood on. We're at 156 on one, 140 even on the other. As you see, we got a nice golden brown going. I did move them, as you can see, the tongs. I got some of the dry rub off there. It wasn't as set as the other ones, but we'll just add some more on when we glaze them. Won't be an issue, but as you can see, we're getting that nice golden brown color, and then we're well on our way, getting to between 175 and 185 for dark meat. If you want to go a little less than 175, go ahead, but usually dark meat, you need to cook it a little longer compared to the white meat because of all the different tendons in the dark meat. You just want it done at a little higher temperature. So just take a look at our firebox. That's going with the wood we put on. Also had a water pan, making sure chicken stays moist. Dark meat's more forgiving, but we just want to make sure this stays moist as possible. So let's get their lid back down and let's finish this cook off. Alright, so I just put on our glaze that we're going to heat up. All the glaze that we're using today is just some Texas style barbecue sauce. I like Texas style sauce with that bold and then a little bit of kick for chicken. So when you glaze your chicken, you're going to want to make sure that it's heated and it's not cold. So we're just going to use our smoker to heat it up, and we are currently at about 162 and 165. So once that hits 170-ish, we're going to put on our glaze and then finish off the chicken. Alright, we're going to start our glazing process. So we got a glaze over here, and we're just going to put a nice coat of this sauce on our chicken. Our skin is a nice beautiful golden brown. And we'll hit this guy. Alright, and last we're going to add a little coat of dust to get this set back in. I'm just going to use my Carolina rub. To try to get some color and bark back. A little more pop with the rub. And we're just going to let this go for another 5 minutes, and then we're going to hit it with another coat of glaze. Alright guys, we have hit our internal temps and we are done. They look absolutely beautiful, so let's pull them and then let's bring them inside back in the kitchen and we'll recap what we just did. Alright everyone, here is our finished product. So just to recap what we did, so we had our thawed out chicken quarters. We then put on our dry rubs. We used my homemade chicken rub along with some Carolina style barbecue rub. While that was sweating, we then heated up the smoker to about 300 degrees. And then once we put that on, we threw a little hickory, a little apple wood on once we put the chicken in. And then we waited to about temp 165 there internal to put on our glaze. Our glaze we used was just some Texas style barbecue sauce. You can use any glaze you want as long as it's warm. Once that was done, we then got up to 175 internal and then we pulled them. And here is our finished product. So this is an easy recipe anyone can try at home, whether you have a smoker, charcoal grill, or whatever you want to use. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Make sure you also follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and sign up for the American Fishing Challenge through RealAmericanOutdoors.com, or go to Tourney X, as that's who our tournament is powered by. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.